It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. Throwing in the corner. Brown fakes, fires up the three. Bang! Bang! Missed free throw. Horford the rebound. Here's Pritchard. He loves these. Puts it up half court of the buzzer. Bang!
Tatum. Oh, what a fake. Tatum. You bet.
Jaden Springer just saved the day for the Boston Celtics against the Los Angeles Clippers team that was missing almost half of their entire team, including 5 of their top 6 guys. Hello and welcome into your Celtics source, home of your 31-13 second place Boston Celtics. If it were not for Jaden Springer, the Celtics would not have won this game. As I mentioned before, the Clippers were without Norman Powell, James Harden, Zubac, and of course Kawhi Leonard, who has practically missed the entire season. But the Celtics were without guys as well. Joe Mazzulla took this opportunity to rest guys with the Lakers game coming up on the second night of a back-to-back. Drew Holiday was out, Al as well. KP might have played in this game if the injury report for the Clippers had not been longer than a grocery list. Anyway, you know how it goes against the Celtics when the other team is missing guys, right? They always show up against the Celtics. And I'm actually sick and tired of hearing that, you're always going to get the other team's best shot. You got everyone's best shot last year. You just weren't playing like a bag of potato chips. But I digress. Right? The Clippers could not miss in this game to start. Right? Especially Derrick Jones Jr., who had like 17 points in the first quarter on 7 of 9 shooting, I believe. It actually wasn't bad defense, I'd say. It was just the Clippers were hucking shots and making them. And to be honest, in that first quarter, the Celtics were pretty much doing the same on the other end. Sam Hauser started the game on fire, right? And the difference between the two teams was the type of shots, right? The Celtics were actually getting open shots, which is great to see. I mean, especially the way they've been playing lately. And I've said this multiple times in a row that the Celtics, the process has not been the problem for the Celtics. It's been the execution, right? And the Celtics have been struggling to knock down the simplest of shots, which is the reason why these games have been so close lately. And Jaylen Brown's also been going through it lately. I would say he's probably struggling the most right now. He had a solid game tonight, but then in the final stages of the fourth quarter, he just sort of, I wouldn't say he personally blew the game, but he definitely didn't help to win the game. And it was not as bad as Holiday's choke against the Hawks. But still, I mean, I'm actually going to do a full video probably on Jaylen Brown this weekend. So stay tuned for that. But as for this game, Jaden Springer changed the complete complexity of this game. And the Celtics needed that badly. Pritchard and Hauser, along with Jordan Walsh, could not do a thing on the defensive end to slow down the sort of avalanche from the Clippers. And so what does Joe Mazzulla do? Well, he goes to the last guy on the bench, who has not played a meaningful minute to date this season. immediately he makes a difference, doing what he is known for: defense. 4 steals in the first 12 minutes. Easy transition points for the C's on the other end. Instead of the Celtics digging the ball out of their own basket, they could now get ahead and out in front of the other team's defense. And what he did on defense, there's really no words, no highlights to describe his impact. You sort of just had to watch the game. And it was probably a mistake, to be honest, to stay up and watch until 1 in the morning. But man, was it worth it. I mean, especially that last minute in overtime. Jason Tatum drives to the basket and sort of just before reaching that restricted area, he kicks it out to a wide open Jaden Springer standing in the corner, and you already know what happens. I mean, nothing but net. Jaden Springer's virtually unplayable at times because of his lack of offensive skills, especially shooting. He's probably one of the worst shooters. He is definitely the worst offensive player on the Celtics, I would say. But, you know, he works at it every day for moments like these. And when nobody thinks, or when nobody becomes a hero in that game to sort of take the game into his own hands, that's when the third J shows up to save the day. I mean, does this mean he's gonna get minutes going forward? Probably not. I mean, with Drew Holiday back, with KP, Al, but he's worth keeping. I mean, at the beginning of the season, the Celtics were thinking about just dropping him, trying to free up his salary. They weren't even trying to get anything back for him. They just didn't want to pay that, especially with the taxes for being over the luxury, the first apron, right? And this game does not change much for him, right? Anyone can have a game any night, but there's something to be said about just keeping him, even if he never gets a playoff minute. I'm sure he'll get another chance in the regular season to continue to prove himself, right? It might be a while, but it's definitely worth letting the kid play, especially when the defense has been so bad lately. I mean, I mean, Baylor Shireman, right? You can't play him on an everyday basis just because his offense is just so bad. But Celtics gotta find a way to play defense like him. Drew Holiday's slowing down. Even Derek White's not much of an on-ball defender. He is more of that sort of come and help, get blocks. So, I mean, Jaylen Brown, right, he's been taking his offensive struggles and putting it into his defense, and that's hurt him as well. So, I mean, something's got to change. I don't know what it is, but got to learn from this kid. Anyway, Baylor Shireman, Jordan Walsh, they played well today. Kate as well. Kate made it a 4-point game with 10 seconds to go in overtime with his patience under the basket, getting an easy layup. Really an all-around fantastic game from the deep bench. Something you don't see that often in the NBA. I wouldn't really expect any of them to play tonight against the Lakers, just as the Celtics will be fully healthy, and this is a big rivalry on national television. I'll do a game reaction after that one as well, and then more videos coming out this weekend, so make sure to stay tuned for those. I'm going to wrap this video up now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow on social media so you don't miss out on news, scores, highlights, more. And yeah, until next time, go Celtics.
Folks, this looks like it's going to be a layup. Watch Derek White sprint and tell Jimmy Butler, not happening here. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.